Welcome to Atlanta.
Wow! Wouldn't you know? All those Falcons fans were like, no, we lost terribly week 1, we'll never bounce back. And I'm like, no, they always figure things out week 2, we're gonna win. And the Falcons won! And now, I don't really hear that many negative Falcons fans comments. Wouldn't you know? I'm so thankful I saw that Falcons game, and I told you I was gonna be loud. I lost my voice big time, and yeah, you get the point. Let's just go over the recap. So again, how these game recaps work, we go over 3 things. 1, what went good during the game. 2, what went bad during the game. And 3 is other news, like maybe one of our division rivals lost and that helps boost our playoff chances, stuff like that. So let's of course start things off with what went good. The first thing that went good is Julio Jones. The next thing that went good is the D-line. You can argue and say this is actually not something that went well, but I think it went good and bad. Good because, now I'm not going to lie, I don't really know why everyone was saying the Eagles were good at running the ball, but anyway, we did have a great run defense, and we actually pressured Carson Wentz so many times, and a couple sacks were made here and there too. But we'll get to why it was low-key a bad thing later on. The next thing that went good was the receiving game. And I know I mentioned Julio Jones earlier, and he's a part of the receiving game, but if we're being honest, that's a whole different topic for how good he is. Now, I won't hide it. I saw Matt Ryan make some questionable decisions, but then I also saw some great throws. That touchdown to Calvin Ridley was great. Every single throw to Julio Jones was great. Every throw to Hooper and Sanu was good. We just had an explosive receiving game. The next thing that went good was our corners. Ooh, there's my alarm. Desmond Trufant not only had 2 picks, but I'm pretty sure every time it was thrown to his side, which rarely happened by the way, Trufant had great coverage. Isaiah Oliver still has some work to do, but he made some key plays, especially on the last play of the game, basically. Now for what went bad, the first thing that went bad was the run game. Ito Smith was okay, but boy, Devontae Freeman still looks kind of rusty from his recovery. Some people think we need to release him so we can develop others, and I actually don't think that's a bad idea, but I also still believe in Freeman to get things right, so let's give him time. The next thing that went bad and good was the D-line. We had a great run defense, we pressured Carson Wentz, and a couple sacks were made, but you know, it's one thing if Carson Wentz is just that good, but it's another to where, oh my goodness, wrap your arms around him and tackle! How many sacks are you gonna let up, dude? I kept looking over at the crowd behind me like, how does he keep escaping the sack? Good job pressuring the quarterback, but when you have the chance to sack him, freaking do it, dude! You had your arms on him! Tackle him! And the last thing that went bad was the O-line. It looked much better than last week, but I still am concerned about it. Our run game wasn't there, and I think 2 of Matt Ryan's picks was because Matt Ryan was pressured. We still need to give these guys more NFL experience, and we should be good. And then in other news outside of the game, the Saints lost big time, and Drew Brees is out for 6 weeks. For Drew Brees, I hope he recovers because I think he's a great guy. I just don't want him to win is all. But for the Saints in general, whoa! Let's go! And the Panthers lost, and Cam Newton isn't looking good. Let's freaking go! Yes, it's only week 3, but it sure is looking like there's no hope for you, Carolina. And the last thing is that the Bucs won, in an ugly way, but yes, they won. I still don't think they're much of a threat, but if the Bucs seriously end up being a surprise and win the division, which I'm telling you right now they won't, it seriously will feel like, I don't know if you guys ever watched SpongeBob, but it'll feel like that one episode of SpongeBob where he and Squidward had a pet snail and they wanted them to go in this snail race, and they were just trash talking like, no SpongeBob, you're never gonna win, no Squidward, you're never gonna win. But Patrick's pet rock was also competing and he won the whole thing. That's what it's gonna feel like. Like, the Bucs are just kind of there, but the Panthers, Falcons, and Saints fans were all trash talking over the summer on who's gonna win the division, and in the end, the freaking Bucs won. It's not gonna happen, I'm telling you, but that's what it'll feel like. But I guess be careful of the Bucs, I guess. But that's all I have. I hope my voice didn't annoy you guys. I told you I was gonna be loud during the game, and I actually had this insane headache there too, but I had to keep yelling. But anyway, other than that, please make sure to smash that like button, blow up the comment section, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any weekly content. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern, and I'll see you guys this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Rise up.